What is up, everybody? And welcome to another episode of Swindler's Den presents The Lost Song of Phandelver.
Yeah.
Yay. Sorry we're a little late today, but we are here and we're ready to do some fun RP and stuff. So, let's introduce our players for this afternoon. In the first seat, we've got Equaisnotfunny. Equa, who are you? Who do you play?
I'm me.
How do you wear this?
What do you mean?
The beanie. It just looks so bad. It just looks goofy.
Well, I'm not wearing a beanie right now, Chris.
You usually wear a beanie.
You know, I'm 50-50 on it. It depends on my hair length.
All right, go ahead.
I play Ivran. His Grizz killed my dad.
Oops.
That's it.
Whoops, killed my dad.
Up next, we've got TommieTaco playing a new face today.
Hey, I'm TommieTaco, and today I'll be playing Ezekiel Tristram, a human that's old and bald.
Nice.
Just like Tommy.
Yes, just
That's
like
it.
me. And
That's
by the
his
way,
class.
we may need to blur out my camera at the very beginning of this because I had a copyrighted picture of a T-Rex going across my screen.
Oh, wonderful
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like trying to delete it. You're like 3, 2, 1. I'm like, oh, delete it.
You fools. Up next, we've got BakaZombie.
Oh, hey there. I'm BakaZombie. I'm playing Miri. She's a strange person.
Mm-hmm.
That's an
And not
understatement.
dead.
Hey, I'm not dead anymore. Hello.
And of course, as always, last but not least, we've got Zeldaner 1988.
Hello, everyone. I am playing Aelin, a half-elf rogue who is currently working for the Harpers, and I have a feeling she's gonna get a severe talking to in this episode from her bosses.
No.
No.
And I am Grizlocke, the Dungeon Master for this adventure. And until I get
so
fired.
sad about it.
Until I decide to fire myself. So, previously on Lost Song of Phandelver, our party decided to take Flynn's offer of boarding his vessel and heading back toward Waterdeep. By party, I mean Ivran and Aelin, and Rumshoe, and Thunk. That's it, right? Yeah,
Who else?
that was
By
it.
the way, Rumshoe lives.
All decided to take Flynn's ship back toward Waterdeep. On the ship, they got up to some trouble, finding a captive half-elf woman by the name of Miri in the ship's brig. They decided to spring her out, and Aelin spent the rest of the time on the ship, switched places with Miri, which was actually kind of cool, but
What the hell was I thinking?
yeah, you guys made it to Waterdeep, and we're headed to the Harpers. You made it to the Harpers. You were just let in to the waiting room or meeting room, but the audience got to see Rumshoe as he went to Ivran's house to talk to his father, when all of a sudden a fireball went off and incinerated Ivran's father as well as Rumshoe, sort of. So, not a great recap, but hey, you know what? Fuck it.
We're doing it live, baby.
We're doing it live. So, we're going to start today's session off with Ezekiel. As you recall, you were at the site of this fireball while you were pushing your cart of
Wine.
wine back to home, or maybe to the market. That's kind of up to you. When this giant explosion went off in this building that you had just seen a goblin walk into, not moments before, you sprung into action, told the surrounding townsfolk to go find the guards. As you ran into the flames to go rescue any survivors, you managed to pull two bodies or two masses from this fire out to safety. Unfortunately, one seemed to have perished in the blaze, and the other barely clinging to life. You knelt down and managed to stabilize the creature. What do you want to do as panic ensues? There we go. Townsfolk running every which way.
Man, I got big Zorag energy right now, and I can't be having that.
Contain it.
Shit, I never did improve my armor. It's still the same. Okay, I'm
you can
going
do it
to
during the break if you need to.
I'll do it
or
during the
whatever.
break. Let's see. I already went back into the house, if I remember correctly. I didn't see anything after that, and I want to say I was waiting for some guards as I go over. The person that is like perished, I'm gonna like take my cloak off that I have and like drape it over him. Kind of cover it, and while also waiting for the guards, I'm going to go and grab another pedestrian if I can, and ask them like, "Is there any way you can go get some medical help for the little guy here?" As I'm standing next to Rumshoe.
I can try. She like turns around and runs off down some direction, down one of the roads. Hopefully able to find someone. You won't know for a little while.
Yeah. Sorry, little guy, you're gonna die. I run him through. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I'm just waiting.
Okay, so
Keeping my eyes open. You know, got my sword drawn with my shield.
to someone that's in this moment might feel like an eternity, but really, pretty quick response time of only a few minutes. These two guards arrive on the scene. One's like this muscular-looking, chiseled jaw. He's got like the stubble and this thick mustache dwarf. And a light red tiefling woman with like raven hair with like bangs in her eyes. Come running over. You would notice their yellow and blue garb, declaring that they are, in fact, Waterdeep Guard.
Over here, some of these people need help. We need to make sure that no one comes into the scene.
Right, of course. What are you doing here?
No, I was just selling wine when everything happened. I'm just trying to keep the area safe.
Did you get an eye on what occurred?
Last I saw, this little guy here walked into the building as I'm like standing over Rumshoe. A few moments after that, two large explosions. I rushed in, grabbed both of the bodies. I was able to stabilize this little one, but as you can see, and I'm gonna point over to the other body laying on the ground that I have my thing over, my cloak laying over.
Mm-hmm. Good work. Are you Ezekiel?
Yeah, that's me. I'm that old bastard. The chuckle.
He nods to you. He looks over to his tiefling companion, and says, "Search the small one. It will. We have to piece together what's going on here." He goes back a little ways down the street. "I will return." As you watch this tiefling starts searching Rumshoe's body, a few minutes go by as this tiefling is just searching through Rumshoe's bag and pockets, when this dwarven man returns with a small wagon or cart, and this tiefling woman pulls out from Rumshoe's bag a necklace with 2 beads of fireball on it.
Man, you're just trying to bring him down, aren't you?
Seems we have our culprit.
Well, the evidence would suggest that much, but why would he do it while I was still inside the building with him? He was almost dead when I found him.
Perhaps a malfunction.
I don't know much about magical items and stuff like that, so
Very well.
definitely get him hauled in for questioning.
We'll take him to a cleric and keep him on guard. As for this body, we're going to bring him to the City of the Dead. Thank you for being here. Good work.
Mind if I tag along with this? Old habits die hard.
Sure, grab under the arms. I'll grab the legs.
All right, I'll help him with the body.
Yeah, you just throw the body, gently place the body into the wagon.
No, I fucking drop kick that thing straight up into the wagon. No respect for the dead. That's what I like. No, I'm kidding.
But, okay. You begin to cart off the body and Rumshoe to the temple district, essentially, with these 2 guards, and Equa just left, so I will not cut away. I will stick with you. Oh no, he's back. Okay.
The fuck you say?
Okay. We're gonna cut back over to our crew waiting in the meeting room.
Did someone kill Donabella and make her back into a shield or something? Where'd that turtle shield come from?
That is
God.
absolutely the case. Yes, that's
That
what
was
happened to Donabella.
originally designed to be a bag of holding and then just went completely sideways, so they had to make it a shield instead.
No, that's to honor Vaya.
Oh God.
The field!
Ivrin, Miri, Aelin, and Thunk even here? Did you?
Yeah, Thunk would be here.
Yeah, thanks you.
And Thunk sit in the meeting room that you guys are quite familiar with. Small little room with a wooden table. Often there is people from the Harpers conversing in here. But at the moment, it's just you 4. Is there anything you would like to do in this brief period while you wait for SB to come in?
This is a very pleasant day we're having, huh? Very nice day. I'm having quite a bit of fun. It's weird, I feel like nothing could go wrong at all in my life right now.
Why did you say that, Ivrin?
Because it's just a fun day, you know? Lots been going well recently for us.
Going well? Okay, I guess things have been going a little easier for you. But
I mean, think of it this way: we're back in Waterdeep in one piece. This one just got freed from an evil pirate ship that was imprisoning her. Funk saw the above, right? We're all kind of meeting our goals here.
Yeah, this place is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
And tonight, I'm gonna go home, see my parents. We're gonna have a dinner. It's gonna be great. Gonna catch up, share some laughs.
What are you having?
Probably fish.
Miri loves fish. Can she come?
You most definitely can, because my parents are gonna meet so many people today.
Okay.
I feel like Thunk
All
is
right.
currently living in his version of a Lovecraftian horror scene. Like everything
are
is
just
backwards, the world is inside out. He has no idea what's going on.
Was there anything left in this meeting room, like from the previous meeting? Like, are there any papers that were left out on the table?
Ooh. Give me an investigation check. How thoroughly are you looking?
Well, she's looking. She's gonna walk around the table, so she's gonna look pretty thoroughly.
Okay, roll me.
That's a 19.
You don't find anything of too much interest besides just like notes, keeping tabs of what you guys were doing. It mostly seems to be based off of your communications sent back to the Harpers.
Which were not many.
Yeah.
On reflection, yeah, I should have sent some more update notes. But yeah, Aelin is gonna start taking out of her bag the ledger of the airship docks from the floating island, pulling out the chalk rub depictions, Morty's journal, you know, our navigator that met a unfortunate end.
Okay. So you took out Mort's journal, and then what else was the other thing?
The chalk rubbing depictions that we got from the floating island cave.
Okay.
And the ledger from that floating airship dock, also from the floating island. And I'm just checking to see if there was anything else.
Awesome.
Did we
that's it.
determine what language those writings were?
I'm gonna double
Some
check for
arc-
you, but I think it was a language that you guys had never seen before and couldn't understand.
It was dwarvish-like, but we couldn't
Yes.
really read it.
But you couldn't read it.
But yeah, it was at the entrance to that false god cave, where we had help from the lizard man, Mr. Invisible that Zorag killed, and that snake god that petrified Aelin into stone.
Hypothetically, if someone spoke primordial, would they be able to read it?
No.
Okay.
The answer would be no.
All right. I had to check.
So,
Alright, there's just one last thing Aelin would like to do. She's gonna kind of fiddle with the paper crane ring, and she's gonna look over at Miri. Was there anyone you wanted to message to say that you're okay?
No.
Are you all by yourself?
Yes. Miri's alone.
Aw, I'm sorry, Miri.
technically,
when was the last
I'm
time-
right here.
Yes. I like our little companion. But why are you sorry? Did you do it? Did you make Miri alone?
I did not make you alone.
You didn't
But
seem
I
like
am
the ones that made Miri alone.
I am sorry that I feel like I cannot help you right now to remedy this.
It would be very interesting if you could.
Why would it be interesting, Miri?
You would have to be able to bring people back from the dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot do that.
Hence why it'd be interesting.
You hear as the door begins to creak open, and in slides a tiefling woman familiar to you all, with her eyes covered with a wrapping, one Espy. Hello.
Morning.
Hi.
You've brought some new friends, I see.
I'm Miri.
There's a lot to go over here. Brought some new ones, lost a couple old ones. You know how it goes.
Where is Valyda and Zorag?
Valyda was taken by a green dragon whose name was Venom Fang.
Dragon.
Yeah, that's the one. And Zorag apparently just fucked off somewhere.
We were to the north near the Dale, and his rage was triggered, and he ran off.
So clearly he didn't want nothing to do with the rest of this business. So
He has so little control of his rage that he just stormed off.
He had been separated from Valyda, as Valyda was usually the one who was able to break him out of these rages. But Valyda was not available.
And your new friend, you trust him?
This is Thunk. He is from the Under. Thunk, this is my and Ivan's boss, Espy.
Nice to meet you. My name's Thug. That's about it. Yep.
the other one is Mary. We found her out in the ocean. She's a new edition, a very new edition. I think the trust is a loose term. I don't think that the small one would really understand what we're talking about anyway. So yes, I would
Hey.
trust him to hear what is going to be said and not spill it, because I don't think he would remember it even if he understood it. The other one, I don't know about yet. I really don't know. I can't get a read on her. She's kind of an enigma.
You know, have you two had the tour yet?
Sure.
Of course, yes. We could show you around.
I'd love to see.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Can you show me where you keep your shiny things?
No.
I'll find them. Let's go.
Espy steps outside and gets somebody. You watch. Another man comes in and is there to escort you both and give you a tour.
He's gonna turn around and he's just gonna see one person at some point.
Yep.
The tour leads you just to the torture room where they just leave you there and watch over you. Sorry, I didn't expect them to be so willing to let you just go. But hey, you guys are not there anymore. Fun.
That's fine.
So, now that they are out of the way, what information do you bring about the prisoner?
Right, okay. A lot about that. We did in fact talk to the prisoner, and he informed us of the location of Bogentle's spellbook, which is under the possession of one Skogmag. Aelin, what's the name of the thing?
Oh, this pirate, which unfortunately I have a prior history with. It is, the scum scourge looking through the chat. Where's
Scatman?
I can see that you need me to
Scumbag
roll and
Scabby
see if
boy.
I know.
Yeah, do that. See if you know who I'm talking about.
Skogmag, what? Sounds like there's more you want to say.
There is, and I'm trying to remember what it is. Skogmag. Fuck! What
Roll
the
me a
fuck is his
history
name,
check.
Grizz?
Roll me a history check. This is fun.
I always forget the second part. I'm really good at it.
Gogback the Scum Keeper?
The Scum Keeper. Aelin got it by the end.
Ugh.
The Scum Keeper. Thank you, Aelin. Yes, that's the one. Okay. What was I saying? He's got the book, and the book is with him, and he's in another realm, and that realm's accessible by a portal called something. And we had the portal. It's in the shape of a mirror, and the mirror was taken with Valiada by Venomfang.
Yes,
Along
the
with
Heart of
destroying our boat.
Umberlee.
Heart of Umberlee. That's it.
Good job. Yes.
However, yes, we still don't know how the Dragon Cult intercepted our communications or even knew about the mirror, because once we had it out, they knew exactly where it was.
Right. Oh shit! I forgot. Yeah, the dragon was impersonating a man. By the name of Captain Van Fogman. He's the initial prisoner that we recaptured from the Cult of the Dragon up in Phandalin. But I don't know if it's impersonating a real person or if it was always a person. So if we have anything on a previous Van Fogman from before, I'd like to know about it.
So the captain that you vouched for turned out to be a green dragon.
I'm fairly certain it was an impersonation, and he might have killed the original. Now, looking back.
Was there anything to lead you to believe this? Did he act weird? Strange?
He was oddly hostile towards Zorag, but it did not seem to be because prior history. It looked more racial.
He kept very much to himself and was very much in the business of getting to know our secrets.
Well, it's quite interesting. So you do not have this mirror.
No, but we think we can get it.
How so?
We I have semi-reliable information that it is somewhere to the southwest of here, west southwest.
And where did this information come from?
Came from a source of mine.
Was this the prisoner?
It was not the prisoner. The mirror isn't with the prisoner. The mirror is with the dragons. So wherever the dragons are hiding, that's where the mirror is. So really, it's kind of like two birds with one stone, if you think about it. We'll go in there, kill the fucking dragons, get our friends back, then go to the mirror, get the book back, and then we'll come back. Everything's in one place.
You know, I think I'm going to have to take you off of this assignment.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
I have to agree. I believe that Ivrin is very much invested in this assignment, and taking him off of it would be ill-advised. If anything, you should take myself off of the assignment due to my history with the prisoner that we had to interact with.
Well, where is this prisoner now?
Unfortunately, not in prison.
Ah. Would this be your doing?
He's exactly where I want him to be, is what I'll say. And when the time is right, we'll bring him back. He's been captured once before, he's not going to put up much of a fight. Aren't you all about working the right angles?
Of course. But we use
Ivrin
precision.
has been using more underhanded tactics in order to persuade the prisoner to be more tactile, as it were. I believe he is making great progress. And with my aid to create more doubt in myself, Ivrin can be more successful.
Look, I really appreciate all the hard work you've done. She pulls these sacks of gold, and puts them on the table, kind of throws them to your side. But we are gonna put some other Harpers on this. Go live out your lives doing as you wish.
So you're firing both of us permanently from this?
Yes.
Are you sure you want to do that?
You gave our only shot getting this book away to someone that you vouched for as an old friend.
Aelin is going to take off the ring and set it down on the table. I put in a lot of time working for the Harpers. You put in, I would say, a limited amount of trust for the information that you're aware of. I would ask for two things, if I may.
Go on.
One, she's going to pull out the ice dagger and just hold it out in the palm of her hand. This was presented from a demon in the Under, that in order for myself and Zorag to leave, this dagger needs to meet one of the heroes of the Dale.
Making deals with demons, yes. Wonderful. And what is your question?
Do we have any idea who the identities of these heroes are?
Do you need all of them?
I would prefer if I was able to at least warn one of them about what this dagger entails.
You wish to warn them and go against this demon?
Yes.
I would be
'Cause the
careful
odds
if I was
are-
you. Demons are quite powerful beings. I would think about completing your task. You could find one. Still living life in the Dale. His name is Orlin. He's an old half-orc wizard. We've been keeping our eyes on him. As powerful as he is.
I really hope Orlin loses like both of his arms in the Swindle campaign.
Raid shit down?
I like how Baka pulled his glasses down when he said that. Like, oh really?
I'm also
now?
writing stuff down.
I like how not only
Kill
did
Orlin,
he
January
not only did he
1st.
confirm that his character from Rhyme lives, he's also like so powerful. As powerful as he is.
The fucking hubris on this guy.
You guys know nothing. Just leave it at that.
Thank you.
So the 5th is when Orlin's gonna die, right?
But with that, we will part ways. It has been a pleasure. I will get to your friends and you will be escorted out.
Before we go, you ever fought a dragon, SB?
No, can't say I have.
Didn't think so. I just turn and begin to slowly walk out. We don't see our compatriots anywhere, do we?
Not at the moment, but
Can Aelin try to pick up the chalk rub depictions that she had set down on the table without being noticed too much?
roll me sleight of hand.
Oh, I still have my inspiration, so if I need it, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, go ahead, use it.
I'm gonna use it.
And what
Alright,
is
so
that?
that's is that a D4?
No, that just lives. This is your inspiration from like a roleplay inspiration, DM inspiration, correct?
I believe so.
Or is it a bardic inspiration?
Yeah, because Bardic wouldn't have lasted
no.
until now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that just gives you advantage on a roll, which is a 17, which is really good. However, I
Okay.
rolled a 19. So
Okay.
as you go to kind of scoop up the papers, she looks to you. And what is that?
Just some drawings I thought were interesting from the floating isle.
Well, we paid good money for that.
I thought you paid good money for the ledger. This was just my own interest.
Leave it here. I'll throw in an extra 25 gold.
I don't want your gold.
All right. And she begins to escort you out.
As we leave, and she kicks us out of the door, I'm gonna say really, really loud to Aelin, I wonder how much Bogentle's spellbook might be worth.
Aylin's gonna grin at him as like, oh, I'd say at least a couple thousand gold.
Maybe a couple 100,000.
Okay. So, as you guys are getting up from the table, and Espy's ushering you to leave, this Harper with a half moon mask comes to the door. She's wearing a hood with this like a midnight blue cloak over. Whispers in Espy's ear. You see Espy gets kind of red and doesn't.
Tiefling is she?
What?
What color tiefling is she?
I think she's purple.
Yeah, I think you said purple.
She's purple.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Her cheeks
So
get
if
a
she
little
goes red,
red.
does that mean she's actually paling?
I don't know how the anatomy of purple
so just
tieflings
to
works.
So just to clarify, did Aelin get to keep the chalk rub or no?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Oh, and she's gonna also take a. Oh yeah, I guess you want this too. She'll toss the diary of Agatha onto the table, like uncaring now, despite it being super old.
Mhm.
She's a little salty.
Hey, ugly, let her go.
She's been working for the Harpers for
Thunk
20
and
years.
Miri,
All right.
are brought to the door as well.
All right. If we just keep playing innocent, they'll let us see the shiny things, and then we can take them.
I mean, yeah, sure. That was fun. Anyways, as Espy's cheeks get rosy, she turns to you, not looking you in the eyes, and says, "It seems there is a change of plans."
See, I told you it'd work.
The composer would like to talk to you.
Who the fuck is the
Do we know who that is?
composer, Grizz?
Roll
He
history
lost
checks
his song.
with advantage, both of you.
And Miri.
Not-
15.
yeah.
Not
That's
Miri.
mean.
Aelin, you've heard rumors of the composer in the Harpers. He's kind of seems to be the one who pulls the strings around here.
Oh, pun intended.
I hate you.
Alright. It's like I'm sorry, the composer? Really?
Yes. She says, kind of annoyed.
Well, I suppose we'll be right there.
Yeah, we'll go tell him we're fired.
I think he'll like that. I'll mention that you did it.
Mm.
Just, for complete transparency's sake.
Go on, show them. The masked woman says, "Stand by me. Do not leave my side."
Alright. Goes to stand by her and make sure, keeping an eye on Miri.
What? Why are you looking at me?
Because you look so excited that you might run somewhere.
Well, I can't if you keep looking at me.
That's why I'm looking.
The robed woman pulls out a candle and lights it. And as she does, this smoke begins to billow out and surround you all in this darkness.
That's fucking dramatic.
While you're in here, you get a sense, you have like a ping almost feeling like you know where this woman is at all times. And she says, follow me. As she leads you through this series of stairs and tunnels and different things. until she leads you to a room where she blows out the candle.
Weird
As-
that how you light the candle and then darkness happens, and then you blow out the candle and it becomes light again. Who the fuck thought of that?
As you look around, it's actually fairly dimly lit in here. So it's not much brighter. But it seems just by the catching of your voice, that it's a pretty long room. A little echoey in here. At the very end of the room, you can make out a dark shape that is sitting on what appears to be some sort of throne-like thing. The first thing you hear is this consistent tapping, almost rhythmic. Just just a continuing tapping over and over again. The light in this room just barely catches this hawk-like nose when the dark shape on the throne kind of leans forward. Says, sorry. I was just resting my eyes. As you see the black shape motion with his hands, and these little sparks of flame erupt throughout the room and light all these candelabras. These instruments that you now see in the corner begin to lift up and begin to play various different musical chords.
Miri wants those.
I'm just gonna keep the deck in my hands and just shuffle occasionally. It's, Iron does it almost as like a nervousness thing or like a fidget thing, but it's also as a prepared thing.
Aelin bows her head in respect. She's heard some things about the composer, and if they're the ones pulling the strings, then they're the ones that probably get all the information.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a correct assumption.
All of the information.
And once the lights come on... Oh, sorry, I have to adjust the layout. What is happening here?
Chaos!
The layout can't see what's... Can you guys see this?
It's
No,
black.
just a black screen.
9.
Different layer.
Oh, yeah, it must be... There's a chance
When
that a
in
bunch
doubt-
of text comes up. Ignore it if so.
Watch
No,
this
it's
closely.
good. It's good. Okay. Okay, there it is.
Ooh.
This is just kind of like an out view. This isn't important so much. Just want something to be there. So when Equal comes back, we'll continue. No, when the lights come on and these instruments begin to play, you are now able to see a old, probably human man, with this long white hair and beard. But his eyes are strangely alert, showing little age. He does not stop tapping.
The instruments and the tapping, are they a familiar tune?
Go ahead, roll me. Actually, I just don't even think there's a chance. No. You know what?
Don't bother. Okay.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Both of you roll me a history check. Screw it.
22.
I assume both you means not Miri.
Miri
Or
could roll
Thunk.
too, actually.
Ooh.
Miri history.
Watch, Thunk is gonna know the song.
I don't know shit.
11.
So, yeah, I'll roll for Thunk.
You'll get that 20. It's his brother's song.
None of you recognize it. So, this old man says, "Come in, come in."
Miri runs right over to the instruments and is just watching them really close.
Yeah, this room is this long, almost like throne room, lined with these pillars and these candelabras, and this long red rug that stretches down the middle. So, you may be wondering why I've called you here today.
We
It's
are.
very unheard of for Harpers or ex-Harpers of our stature to be called to you.
Yes, well, you are very important people. He's looking at Ivrin and Aelin.
Miri's over at the instruments right now.
Might I inquire as to why specifically you are referring to us?
What do you know of the weave?
What do we know of the weave?
Roll Arcana checks or history.
Oh,
Same modifier. Finally.
well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Arcana.
Okay.
Dirty
The-
20.
The weave, is essentially the source of all magic in this world, or at least how spellcasters access magic. When someone casts a spell, they're essentially borrowing energy from this pool of magic. I guess on a 23, you would know that the goddess of magic is Mystra as well, and she is the protector of the weave.
I know that Mystra is the goddess of magic and she is the protector of the weave, which is the pool which we draw magic from.
Very good. Very good. Well, you see, not only can you pull magic from the weave, but you could play it much like any instrument. And if you know its tune, you can get glimpses into the past and the present and the future. You too have an important part to play in what is to come.
So, how does one play the weave?
That is something still not fully understood. I myself have been studying it for more than an average lifetime. My creator, he once heard the source of this song. It's not something that you want to hear.
When you say your creator, may I ask what you mean? Or who you mean?
He's a powerful wizard. Looks just like me. I was created so that my creator would not go mad. He pulled from his head his memories of this song. Or at least what he thought I could hold on to without succumbing to this madness.
Excuse me, how do you get these to do this?
Oh, Miri.
They're enchanted with her.
Can I have one? That's
Roll me a
not a no.
persuasion check.
Just enormous smile. Persuade 23, baby.
Shit.
We got a bard on our hands.
You may take one, but it will return once you leave this room. They're not fully here, they're more spiritual. Magical.
I like the flute. Takes the flute.
While you remain in this building, you may enjoy its company.
I will.
Anyways, as I was saying, my creator was going mad and had to create me to bear some of this weight.
How long has it been since your creator left? Aylin's a little timid to assume the fate of the creator.
16. It's 1692, right? That's right. Yes, 1692.
Nope.
It's not? Oh, it's 1962? No, it's 1692.
1692 was the year that Amora started.
Oh, 1693.
You're getting it confused.
No? What?
1693 is the year that it currently is in
Hold on.
Amoris. I think it's 6 something.
Let me see.
Oh, it's
In
1492, right? Yeah, it's 1492.
That's not.
Okay.
Yep, because Icewind Dale is 1489.
Right. So I think it's 1493 now for you guys? Yes, 1493.
Yes, that sounds right. Roughly, yeah.
It would be nearing 250 years or more.
Aylin's mouth drops open and she promptly closes it. I hope you have someone to keep you company.
Oh, of course. These instruments and Mistress stops by from time to time. So, I've
Does
called
Aylin... he said mistress. Would Aylin
Mistra.
know of anyone? Mistra. Okay, never mind. I heard mistress. It's like, oh, really?
Your friends, Variada and Zorag. Where are they?
Gone, but not dead. They're away. Far as we know.
Zorag was caught in a rage in the Dale, and I did not have time to snap him out of it. And he did something that I was convinced to leave instead of staying to help resolve the situation.
He kind of looks to the half-masked woman. She goes over to his side and he whispers something in her ears. And then she hurries off out of the room. That is a shame. We're going to need them. There's not much you can see when you know what I know, but I have been hearing your voices, their voices, echoing. You are all very vital. You see, I've been keeping this tempo, as he kind of looks to his finger, since my creation. Unfortunately, I have seen the end of this song, or heard it, should I say. We are reaching this world's end.
So that, I assume, is because of this cult that we've been dealing with of dragons?
I believe so.
That would make sense.
This dragon is not like any dragon normal to this world. Right now, it's not at full power. But each day, it builds its strength.
Aelin lets out a sigh. Maybe that means Jeb is trying to fight back.
Perhaps.
This Jeb, are you hearing him too?
His voice is lost to me.
Okay. That's comforting.
Do not
You
fear,
also-
Aelin. It does not mean that he is gone. Just that I cannot hear him.
Perhaps singing at a different frequency.
So, how goes the mission to find Bowgentle's spellbook?
Long story short, the portal to it, as well as one of our friends, is in the clutches of this cult. And we're going there next, still, I assume, despite being fired, to go and reclaim it. After all, we do, technically, as much as Aelin might hate it, we do owe a debt.
I am hoping to stop this prisoner from getting ahead of us. Perhaps reclaiming an item that could help us find the mirror and the book. And our new friend, Miri, apparently can help find shiny things. And that mirror was very shiny.
I'm good at finding shiny things. I love them.
Very good.
I love mirrors too.
Getting this book is imperative. Gentle was my creator's friend. Gentle suffered from the same madness. However, he was not as fortunate as to stave off this madness. But
Wait.
yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm piecing this together now. You're telling me that both your creator and Gentle suffered from madness. I might be right in assuming that that's dragon madness, which is also probably afflicting our friend, Zorag. So if we could find maybe your creator, he could help us figure out how to stop that.
No. This madness is no consequence of any dragon. This is the song itself. You understand, this song holds all knowledge that's ever been known and yet to be known. And Mistra does her all to protect its secrets, even from a good friend like me.
So dragons have been brought up a lot lately. Miri wants to know, are we going to find a dragon?
We may find a couple of dragons, Mary. A
Good.
green one for sure,
Good.
and possibly, well, what was Jeb? Was a big red dragon or big black dragon?
Yeah, like a red dragon with like a little bit of gold sparkles.
Yeah, and a big red dragon that we're gonna try to convince them to let a very small friend go.
Ooh. Good, good. Big dragons and other dragons. Good.
Do you have a suggestion of how we can reunite with Zorag or Valiada or even both of them sooner?
As for Valiada, I believe that is what Ivern speaks of, yes?
I'd like to take my shot at the green one anyway, so...
As for Zorag, I've already sent my agent to go assemble a team.
Ooh, he might not like that. Make sure you don't hit him in the back of the head and turn him unconscious. He doesn't forgive. Or forget.
Of course. I'll make a note.
I'm sure you knew it already.
So, you see, Gentle's spellbook contains the secrets to the song and its source. Memory that has been stripped from me. That is why it is so important.
Memory had been taken directly from you?
Yes. You see, I'm not entirely sure if it was Mistra's doing or my creators, but large portions of those memories are missing. Lost.
And if we got you this book and restored your memories, then the song would keep playing and you would stay?
No. I believe we will have to use this song to defeat our foe. This Lord Jebediah, as he calls himself. And
Right.
I could gain more insight if I could just understand this song more.
So, with all your insight, I don't suppose you know exactly where it is that we're supposed to be going, do you? We've got a rough idea, and a ship to boot. But I'll talk to SB about it. Is there a specific place that we should know about?
Talk to your friend there. As he gestures over to Miri.
Huh?
Hi. Want to
What?
talk?
Yeah,
About
I
what?
sure do.
Go home.
Oh, where'd you live?
Um, in a place.
Could you direct us with Flynn to that place? Is that possible?
It might be hard to tell when we're on the ship, but yes.
And you wouldn't have any moral or ethical obligations against doing that, right?
I mean, I want to kill him, but he can't do anything there. Well, you could go, through that portal there, but you don't want to go in there.
You know what? We've got a lot to talk about. Probably not on the composer's time, but we should catch up. That's what we should do.
Well, from here on out, you work directly for me.
Okay.
There is something off about the Harpers of late. Until it's weeded out, you have my authority to do as you wish and report back to me directly. So, go get this book. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it, boss. No
How
problem.
how would you like us to get information to you?
Oh, yes, do have SB show you the vault.
Show Miri the vault too?
Yes, you too. He kind of waves his hand and the doors fly open. Stay safe.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I hope the song keeps playing.
Very nice.
What is Thunk doing during all this?
His mind is blown, dude. He's like, just his jaws
Sparks are
drop, and
flying.
he's just like looking at the instruments flying around. He's just never experienced anything like this. His experiences are limited to living in like little hovels, listening to like his brother play music is the only like interesting thing he's ever heard, but like just like the splashing of water dripping from the the cave roof to the ground, like it's like very dull existence Thunk has had.
So he's getting information overload. Okay, he's gonna need a quiet room soon.
It's like watching a child be born. I'm expecting him to start crying. I really am.
And you all exit the room. The doors shut behind you. Sorry.
Aelin kind of mutters under her breath to Iron. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh, I should have asked about the mask. Never mind. I'll do it later.
Okay. You I assume go find Harpy. Wow, SB.
SB.
Yes.
We absolutely do.
And it doesn't take too long for you to find her, as you round a corner and she's just kind of waiting there. She quickly tries to look like she was busy.
Well.
Bring us to the vault.
If it isn't my subordinate, Harper SB.
What are you talking about?
Oh, we're in the composer's good books, my dear
We
underling.
report directly to the composer right now.
And what did our composer wish for you to do?
Go to the vault.
Yes, he did. That's exactly what he did.
That's the first thing that he wants us to do.
He also instructed us not to tell anyone about her specific mission from this point on, so
Secrets.
unfortunately you are not in the Circle of Trust.
Miri's in the circle of trust and you aren't.
But listen, no hard feelings about the whole firing thing. You just did your job and I'll remember it.
She just lets like a kind of angry smile out. This way. And she begins to lead you to the vault. She opens these two wood doors reinforced with these iron bands. And here there's these glass cases lined up with some items in them. Please only take what you need.
All of it.
So
What is all in there?
in here, let me just quickly. Someone roll me 3d100.
Each of us could roll one.
Yeah, that's
Sure,
fine.
yeah. Come on, baby.
77 from Miri and Aelin.
Oh, I got 61.
Okay, cool.
What are
I
the
got
odds
way,
of
like,
that?
That's
Way
like
chopping
insane
and
odds.
Tommy's like dragging people away from fire, like throwing water on a burning building.
Yeah,
Chucking
Ezekiel's
carcasses in the
doing
cart.
real hero work.
Drop-
He's like the
drop kicking
fireman.
Drop kicking him in the cart. It's like, well, he's dead. He doesn't.
So
Ain't no sense being fragile with him now.
I will
There's
say,
a-
I wish I could fuck up my job and get promoted. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, right.
That
There's a
was
sack.
unexpected.
I have 215 gold in here. That's not in the case. But the things in the case, there's a ring with a it's a ring that wraps the band looks like a feather. If you have any questions, let me know. There is a very fine. Actually, no. There's a cloak that seems to be made with this leafy pattern. There is these 2 earrings inside another case. There's a potion of healing, potion of greater healing, and somebody roll me a d6.
Do it. Oh, never mind.
There's 2 potions of water breathing.
Okay, so we're gonna take all the potions, just all of them. You should just give them all to us.
And Miri wants the ring and the gold.
Okay, so before we do that, first of all, gotta ask, how much gold did you give us for our firing stipend earlier?
50 gold each.
And 50 for Miri, too.
And did that include Sorag and Valida's share?
It did
And
not.
Miri's share.
So, that's unfair, right? Because just because they're not here doesn't mean that they're not going to be around soon. So we should probably, this is genuine. We should probably take that for them. Also, before we begin on the gold, the Merlin's Marlin, formerly known as whatever we called it, was destroyed in the dragon attack. Now I did fix it, because the damage was somewhat, but it came out of Aylin's pocket, so it's 50 gold back to her as well. In addition to that, and then the boat will need to be towed back here, or it'll be sailed back here, which we will also do for a small fee, or you can hire someone else to do that. We'll probably be on our way soon anyway.
Very well.
So that's great. So we'll deal with that after the inventory. So let's talk about the ring, the earrings, the
Cloak.
and whatever the other one was.
It was a cloak.
Rings, earring, cloak.
And then there's a bunch of potions.
Potions.
Okay, let's talk about the rings, the earring, and the cloak.
Miri wants the ring.
This is a ring of feather fall. Allows you to cast feather falling on yourself. This is a cloak of elven kind. These are fairly interesting. Earrings of sending. It allows direct communication between 2 who wear it, as long as they remain within 1 mile of each other, as well as the ability to send 1 sending spell once a day.
Okay. So, let me think about this.
In Ivern's head, he hears, Miri wants the ring and the gold.
Mary wants the ring and the gold. So we'll take the ring. We'll talk about the gold.
Miri will hold on to all the gold.
I'm trying to think here. I could use that ring.
What will you trade Miri for it? Your hat.
The hat's not for sale, love.
It's for trade.
Mary, you like instruments?
Yes.
How about I spend...
Ivern's fit violin.
Not for
No,
sale.
hon. What about if I buy you a brand new shiny instrument?
Keeping the ring till I have it.
Of course.
What
Glance
does
at Ivern.
the cloak do?
It's advantage on stealth checks when hiding, and people who are trying to perceive you have disadvantage. when you have the hood up.
You know, there's another item that I cannot find. It had to do with some sort of wisdom thing. What was it called?
I know what it is. It was called a ring of truth telling,
A ring of truth telling.
I think. I might be wrong on that.
Let me double check that.
Found in one Waterdeep Dragon heist.
Where did it go?
I know what it
Where
does,
the
Grizz.
bleep did it go?
Right, good call. Yeah, ring of truth telling.
And that's also there?
Yeah.
Okay, so realistically, we want all of it, is the issue here. Just, I don't want to fuck the Harpers over, really. How much action are these going to see if we don't take them?
A lot of our agents already have items from here. We're pretty bare now. Yeah, maybe a few.
The composer implied that there would be something in the vault here that would allow us to report to him directly.
He was probably referring to the earrings.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to take them.
He also said you would have a bag for Miri that lets
Did
you hold
he?
lots of things. Yes.
Unfortunately, I believe that has been taken out. One ripcord.
Is Ripcord in town?
No. He's still out looking for the dragon.
We find the dragon, we'll find him, and then I can have my bag.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Aelin, fancy yourself a new cloak?
Could always use a cloak. What color is a cloak?
It's a green.
It's like, green's not usually my color, but it's a nice shade. She'll pull it out.
I'm going to take the other ring, and you and I are going to split the earrings. So you're going to have one, and I'm going to have one.
All right.
I turn to Miri. Do we really need to rob them of their gold?
Miri really likes the gold.
We're getting 250 gold total. How much gold do you have right now?
15.
I have
Insight check.
3 copper.
Oh, you do? You know what copper is?
Yeah, we have copper.
Yes, the little one needs gold too. You can insight check her if you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna insight check Miri just on the amount of gold that she actually has.
Yeah.
That's a nat 1. She believes her.
Here's my thing. We're not gonna have time to visit all the shops here. We're not.
I don't
Because we're
want
gonna
to
be
use at the
leaving-
shops. I want it for me.
You sold me on not letting you have the gold. So what we're not going to do is take the gold here. I'm so sorry. I just really, it's better off with them. I'm sorry. We're going to leave you with the gold, okay? And we're going to be out here by nightfall. But we'll take all the items. Yep.
All right, just please return them once you are done with them.
Sure. Yeah, you can count on us.
Standard
Try to
protocol.
take some of that gold.
You know us lot, we're not really sleight of hand inclined at all.
I'm trying to sleight of hand gold right as you say that.
Go ahead, Miri. Roll me a sleight of hand if you're actually going for that.
15.
You all see that SB sees it, and is not happy but bites her tongue.
How much gold did Miri get?
Roll me D12. 2.
Okay, we're gonna leave this room now.
That would probably be for the best. All right. Right this way. And she's going to lead you out back to the alleyway in which you guys usually enter from. We're going to take a little bit of an early break, but when we get back, things are going to get wild. So make sure you stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in 15 minutes. We return. Welcome, friends, foes,
Colleagues.
things that rhyme with foes.
Foes.
Shh. Santa. Don't say the quiet part out loud. Anyways, welcome back, everybody, to another part of the Lost Song of Phandelver. We return to Ezekiel with the 2 guards people rolling the wagon of bodies down the cobblestone streets of Waterdeep. Past to your left, Ezekiel, there is the familiar City of the Dead, a very large graveyard in Waterdeep that is known, it doubles as a park, really. It's very strange the way it's treated. It's people have picnics there, lovers meet in the night there, Romeo and Juliet style. But also,
You mean after they both die?
Both, yeah. both before and after.
Spoilers, Tommy. Shit. That
Yeah,
play's only
shit,
400
dude.
years old. Fuck.
It's sort of like a park, and a graveyard, all in one. But you eventually
Have
get
fun and visit
to
the grandparents at the same time.
you eventually get to this giant chapel with this circular glass, stained glass symbol of this. I believe it's 9-pointed star, but I'll correct that if I have to later. It's just a star with lots of points to it. And the dwarven guard looks to you and says, "We can take it from here. Thank you for your help."
Anytime. Do we have any idea who this man was?
Look, out of respect, you've done a lot for this town. There's no need to dig any further. Let us handle this.
Well, I know when I'm not welcome around, so I'll go ahead and, make my exit. But, I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've been able to help. And I'll give him, a salute.
Of course. Gives you a salute back. Alright, when we get inside, chain that one to whatever you can, and we'll get the clerics to start healing him and... Alright. They wheel him in. What do you do, Ezekiel?
I'm gonna start heading back into the main part of the city. I'm gonna get to... As I'm walking, I'm kind of fiddling with this ring that I've got on the middle finger of my left hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna stop for a minute. I'm gonna look around. Do I see any of the other guards? Do I see if I have a tail at all?
Roll me a perception check.
18.
You look around. You're not seeing anyone tailing you.
I'm gonna look down at that ring that I have. I'm just gonna like close my eyes and just kind of shake it, and it's like, and I'm gonna go back to the scene of the burning house.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way back there.
So, for you, since you walked all the way to the graveyard, the city of the dead, that was a little bit of a walk. I'm just trying to calculate how long it would be so I can figure out if the fire's been dealt with or not. It's actually not that far. It's still decent. It'd probably be like 20 minutes. Like a 20-minute walk back. When you get there, there is already fire crew there. You see, I think probably before you even see the fire, you see the smoke up above you, as well as these griffins flying and circling, and you watch as these cavalry on the griffin's back are throwing water down onto the house, some casting magic spells that are shooting water down onto it as well. As you get closer and start to see it, the fire has mostly simmered down. They're just taking care of the final bits of it. And there is a few guards in the area as well.
I see any commoners standing around, probably looking at it.
They're kind of circled around like, oh, what happened? Did you see what happened here?
I'm going to walk up to one of them. I'm kind of like trying to blend in with the crowd. I know I kind of stand out with, presently how I look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to talk to one of them. Say, excuse me, but do you know the man that lived in this house?
Ooh. Let's see if they know. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Well, I'm his neighbor.
Oh, you're his neighbor, huh?
Yeah. It's this,
this
I'm gonna
inside check him.
Short old woman with blonde hair, very wrinkled.
Should lay off the Marlboros, madam. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna say that.
The doc says that they'll kill me yet. But, they saved my life. I just went out to buy a pack when this fire happened.
Oh, I guess you can count yourself lucky then. Doesn't seem like the two people that were in there weren't so lucky.
Oh. Was it Kohanar and his wife?
What was that name again?
Kohanar.
I'm gonna write that down quick. No, there was a man, a humanoid. There was also a little goblin in there with him. Didn't see anyone else.
Goblin? I guess,
No, I don't judge.
That's what I was gonna say. I guess we all get up into some funky shit sometimes. Poor wife. I guess she's better off now than no.
You said he's married.
What is she implying?
Said he was married. Said that there was a about his wife. Do you know where she's currently located?
Well, if she wasn't in there, then she could be down by the fish market on the docks. They sell fish, her husband was a fisherman. Although a lot of the time he was just kind of lazing around the house.
Do you know what she looks like? Could you give me a description?
Oh yeah, sure. She's beautiful, way out of his league. Silvery white hair. She dressed pretty nice for somebody around these parts, but, elven woman, green eyes. Just look for where all the men were hanging out.
I'll do that. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna reach out and give her a copper piece.
Oh, bless you. This'll buy me at least one.
No, please don't go do that. Anyway, thank you. And I'm gonna tip my head to her, and then I'm gonna kind of look around a little bit, see if do another once over to see if anyone's watching me, and I'm gonna start heading towards the fish market.
Roll me another perception.
Bam! I got a nat 1. Oh, a 20. Dirty 20.
Okay. You scan around. It seems like the people that are here are very focused on, like the cavalry's very focused on putting out the fire, and the guards are kind of keeping the crowd calm and away from the blaze. So it doesn't seem that you've attracted anybody's attention.
Oh, I'm muted. Did she give me the wife's name, or did I not ask that?
You didn't ask.
Okay, then.
What's the wife's name? I can't remember if I wrote it down somewhere.
I don't. It's so easy for me to call him Manda. I don't think I have it written down.
Her name's Agnes now.
We did come up with it. I know we did.
And it's a good one.
It is. It's a great name.
Great name.
One that you wouldn't normally forget.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me know if you figure it out. I feel like that's important. Make one up. That's the name now.
Okay, wait, hold on.
So I start making my way downtown.
Yeah. You make your way downtown. I mean, you're already in the area. You're in the dock ward. She said that she'd be by the docks selling fish market. So it takes you 5 minutes to get there.
Do I see a crowd of men staring at a beautiful green-eyed, silver-haired elf lady?
You know what? I am gonna roll for crowd size. There's 3 young men hurtled around this one particular fishmonger.
All right, I'm gonna walk up. Excuse me, gentlemen. You like fish, huh?
What? Yeah, I love fish. Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you mind, all 3 of you, leave for a minute?
Roll me. Are you coming from this persuasion or
kinda,
kind of intimidate?
Yeah, I'm kind of intimidating.
I would roll intimidation.
Got a 13.
They kind of look at you, see your garb. One kind of nods to the other, and they start to wander off.
They're gonna come back later, and Ezekiel's gonna have to kill somebody, and then he'll run off into the mountains.
See you tomorrow. There's one of them as they're wandering off.
Excuse me, miss. You wouldn't happen to be married to a Kohanar, would you?
Yes, did he send you? Oh, that's not. Ish. Come on now.
You might. You mind if you close up shop and walk with me for a minute. I have some unfortunate
Yes.
news for you.
My husband in some sort of trouble. I gotta do a different voice. Is my husband in some sort of trouble? Ever that'll work.
I regret to formally inform you that your husband died today in a house fire.
You watch as her face drops, completely changes from this smile, to just kind of confusion and lost. Well, it can't be. I just left there an hour ago. What happened? I just saw him. It can't be my husband. He must have mixed up.
I can understand the confusion, ma'am. I'm sorry to bring you this bad news, but was there anything your husband may have been involved with? Because, to be frank at this point, it did not look like a normal house fire. I have reason to believe that he was killed.
He's just a fisherman. I guess maybe he ran with, back in the day with a not so great crew, you could say, but it was only briefly. He's been fishing for years now. What? Can I see him? Are you sure? I have to.
He's currently in the City of the Dead right now. The temple out there, if you'd like to go and look at the body for yourself.
Yeah.
Is it just you and your husband, or was there someone else living with you, or?
Our son Ivan, but he's been out of town for a few weeks.
Well, I trust that you know the direction. Probably a good idea for you to go ahead and take the rest of the day off. News like this can be hard.
She's like, her eyes just seem to dart every which way as she just is thinking and pondering to herself and maybe questioning if this is even real. Can you come with me? I don't know if I can do this alone. I'm sorry, we just met. Stupid.
Gladly, ma'am. And I'm gonna motion like this right this way.
You said a fire.
Huh?
You said a fire?
Yes, there were 2 explosions
Explosions.
that sent the house in flames. They're currently still putting it out. It's out for the most part, but
Could we pass by?
now there's not.
And you head off, passing the house. When she sees it, it's like it sinks in a little more that, okay, what he's saying is probably true.
Also, there was a little goblin with him. Know
Goblin.
anything about that?
I think that could have been one of Ivern's friends.
Well, I'll let the other guards tell you more about everything. I'm retired now, but I try to help out whenever I can, so. They're currently investigating it.
Thank you. I just don't understand how. It doesn't make sense. My husband was just a fisherman. And why would someone hurt him?
Can I do like an insight check to see if she probably knows more than what she's letting on?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not good at these, but I'll try. A 12.
A 12, she seems to be lost in her own thoughts, like trying to piece and make any sense out of this. So it seems like she's being forthcoming.
All right. After she looks for a bit, I'll just kind of put my hand on her shoulder and say, "So, are you ready to go?"
Yes. Yes.
And then we'll start heading back. 20-minute trek, baby.
Yeah. Ezekiel's been kind of
All over town, man.
all over town today.
Ezekiel's a busy man.
20. Trying to figure out.
Been about 50 minutes to
Yeah,
an hour.
50-ish minutes to an hour. Okay.
20 there, 20 back, 5 to the fish market, 5 back to the house.
Yeah, as you get back to the Temple of Mystra, we're gonna go fade to the other group. Ivrin and Aelin and Miri and Thunk. As you emerge out into this alleyway, what would you like to do?
I don't know about you guys. I do need to go see my folks, check in on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
A fish.
Right. You don't have to come. if you don't
Miri,
want to.
I promised to buy you a new instrument, right?
Oh, we're still getting fish? Miri's very hungry.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll bring some along.
Do they do that thing where they cook it?
Sure, occasionally.
Miri doesn't want that.
Do you
Just
want
take the
raw
scales
fish?
off. Just take the scales off, and then I cut it with my dagger. It'll be fine.
I have been introduced to Weirder, so it's not a big deal. That's fine. I'll get you a raw fish.
Yes, thank you.
No
now
problem.
you go buy Miri things.
Yes, we're gonna go buy Miri things. Alright,
He grabs Slung's hand and starts like skipping and down the street looking at her ring.
alright, Aelin will put the earring into one of the earrings into her ears, like, I guess I'll message you when we're on our way. I'll try to keep her on course.
Yeah, just, keep an eye on her hands, is what I'll say, because she seems to be getting into quite a lot of trouble with them. Last thing we need is to get arrested. We gotta meet back up with Flynn at nightfall, so.
Yeah, then get the damn compass back from him.
Yeah. So I guess I'll meet you back at the harbor tonight. If I don't
Alright.
speak before.
Sounds good. Hey Grizz, do the the earrings don't need attunement, right?
They do.
They do?
They do.
Alright. Because, yeah, I don't have the paper airplane ring anymore. So,
But you can be attuned to 3 things, I believe, is the maximum.
Yeah.
Did you return the ring?
yeah, I returned the paper crane ring.
Oh, okay.
So now it should be the other ring, earring, and the cloak.
Did you guys spend time attuning? I guess.
When we raised the ball.
I don't think yet, right?
No, it wouldn't. I think you need an hour to attune,
Yeah.
right?
So, Aelin will kind of attempt to start attuning to it while keeping an eye on Miri and Thunk.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with, like, if you guys are attuning to, you don't have to, like, sit down and attune to something as long as you're not, like, fighting and attuning or something. Like, if you got into like
Okay.
a combat, that would ruin your attunement process maybe or something. But if you're, like, exploring a city while attuning to something, it's not as big
All
of a
right,
deal.
she'll start attuning while going shopping. All right, then we'll see in a bit.
As you guys walk out of the alleyway, you do hear some talk of people passing by. Did you see the fire? Yeah, it's a pretty big blaze. Wonder what's going on. Probably the Zentarum again.
Aelin will be curious. She's gonna go up to a group of people that are chatting about the fire and say, excuse me, do you know where the fire was?
Oh yeah, it's not far. Just down by the dock ward. Some say this guy says it's the Zentarum. I don't know. Probably just some idiot messing with magic.
By the docks?
Yeah.
Is Ivern still nearby Aelin?
Yeah,
He would have started walking, but I mean, probably too far.
Yeah, it's probably like 10 feet from you.
Okay, thank you. She's gonna dash over to Ivern and then go like, I think you better hurry, we're gonna come with you. Miri, Thunk!
Yes.
We're gonna go this way, okay? We're gonna go kind of fast.
Okay. You start
Sorry, what?
sprinting.
Fire nearby the docks.
Oh shit! I start running.
Yeah, so... Alright, yeah, start running as and try to keep an eye on at least Thunk, if he's not already being completely dragged by Miri.
He's being dragged by Miri. His feet are too small.
He's fly.
Was hitting pedestrians on his way by.
Oh, sorry. First you smell the smoke. Then you see the cloud above. Before finally you come to the source. The crowd is not as big anymore. There's no longer any flames, but there is some guard in the area.
I will push my way through the crowd. Are the guards blocking anyone from going in?
Oh yeah, they wouldn't let anybody go in.
Okay. So the first thing that I do is I go up to a guard and I just say, "Let me through. This is my house."
This is your house.
Yes, it's my fucking house. Let me through.
Give me a persuasion or intimidation.
You know, I'm going intimidation, baby. Yeah, the same. It doesn't matter. 17.
All right. Give me a moment. One of the homeowners is here.
Aelin's looking around for Rumshoe.
Give me a perception check, and Ivrin, another guard kind of moseys his way down the. You had this like balcony. It's like it's like an apartment complex sort of, you know. And there's this one long balcony though, and he comes down carefully down the stairs to meet the other guard, and says, "You probably don't want to go up there. It's not very sturdy. Fire did quite a number."
How did this when did this happen? First of all,
just believe about maybe just over an hour ago. Do you have any enemies? Mind if we ask you some questions?
Yeah. Sure.
What is your name?
Ivrin.
Ivrin. And you own this house, rent?
Yeah, we rent it. Where? Casualties?
Perhaps you should take a seat. And there's these benches that are kind of underneath the balcony that have been there for as long as you can remember.
Mm-hmm.
We're still figuring out what happened here. But it would appear, first, comb through, we believe that a crazed goblin broke into your home and caused this fireball. There were two bodies, one deceased, one in very critical condition, but believed to be that goblin.
Did anyone identify who the other was?
Appeared to be a male. Very bad condition. Not so easy to identify, but we would assume this was your home. It was whoever lived here with you.
Ivern kind of sits there, I guess, for a second and kind of freezes. Kind of lowers his hat down over the brim a little bit.
At this point, Aelin is going to try pushing through the crowd after asking Miri and Thunk, "Alright, can you stay off to the side? Here, I'm going to give you guys
Why?
some..."
Why does Ivern look sad?
That's what I'm going to find out.
Her eyes are very big and concerned, but she's still like doing her weird smile every once in a while, but trying to pull it back.
Okay, that's what I'm going to find out. So can you stay off to the side so we don't lose track of you?
Yes.
Please? Alright,
Miri will
thank
stay
you.
here.
Alright, thank you, Miri. And Aelin is going to push through the crowd and try to get up to the guard as I see the houses like, oh my god. Sir, please, my friend lived here.
The same.
Yes, that's my friend Ivrin.
Very well. I was just asking him a few questions, so are you okay to continue?
Yeah, where is the goblin now?
Well, he's he's being treated by a cleric at the Temple of Mistra, but he's under armed guard. He won't be going anywhere, sir.
He doesn't have to. I need to speak with him.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You want to look for your culprit?
We believe we have him.
You don't. Look for Dagger
Sir.
Neverember.
Wait a minute, sir. Are you implying that a goblin did this?
Well, yes. He reaches into his satchel at his hip and pulls out this clear, crystal-like bead with a crack in it. Do you see this? This pretty rare item, but we've seen it before. The bead of fireball. In this tiny crystal contains so much raw power. This was found at the scene, and that goblin we found still had 2 of them on his person.
Aelin is shaking her head. No. There's a goblin that we know that is our friend, and he would never do this.
Well, we'll let the courts decide that. What is his name? Perhaps you can help us fill out some paperwork.
I won't tell you his name unless we see this goblin to confirm it is actually our friend.
He kind of taps on his notebook, kind of annoyed. Roll me a intimidation.
Ah! Oh, double nat 1.
Look, if you're not going to cooperate with the investigation, there's heavy fines we can put upon you. You wish to proceed down this route?
DM, do we have any identification of the Harpers, and is there anything that the composer gave us that would indicate rank?
Rank with the Harpers? No. Harpers are known about. Like, people know that Harpers are a thing, but they're a spy organization, so they try not to
Announce their
known.
presence.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll turn back to him. Not looking, because the hat is kind of covering the top part of the face, including the eyes.
Mhm.
And I will say, the goblin's name is Rumshoe.
Thank you, sir.
We're leaving. And I just take Aelin by the hand and start walking her out.
Aelin is trying to glare daggers over at the guard, but obviously she's not very intimidating.
Come find me at the guard's headquarters when you're ready. I'm sorry. And, yeah. You, storm off.
Waving over to Miri and Thunk to follow us, like. But Aelin's not quite saying anything to Ivern just yet.
Yeah, Ivern is walking very strongly. Even like the sides of his like the collar is up fully, and on such a long coat it kind of reaches the top part of maybe like the bottom of the hairline where it starts growing in. And you can kind of see that same deck of cards that he uses for spellcasting, the one that he fidgets with and shuffles so much. He is gripping so hard that they are bending to the point where they are getting close to snapping.
Alright. Aelin is gonna look around, see if there's an alleyway that's unoccupied, and if she sees one, she's gonna kind of yank Ivern into the alleyway and just kind of pulling him into a hug.
He'll allow it, but I don't think he hugs back. I think he's just kind of gripping those cards.
We're gonna find out what happened, okay? We're gonna find out if we're gonna make whoever did it pay.
We already know who did this.
Then they will pay.
Who did what?
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill all of them.
Aelin will carefully release Ivern and look over at Miri. One of Ivern's parents was forcefully taken away and they can't come back right now. They're dead.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ivern. I don't like seeing you sad. If Miri can help, Miri will listen if you need to talk ever, or just ask Miri and she can help.
Go to the Temple of Mystra. I'll meet you there. And Ivern just turns and walks. I'm going to go in the direction of where my mother would work.
Okay, to the docks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head to the docks. No sign of your mother. The shop is been closed down. It's just a tiny stand. It might have like 2 shutters. Those are closed. Not latched though, as if she left in a bit of a hurry.
Okay. I didn't see her. I didn't see her here. I didn't see her at the house. A reasonable person could conclude that she's being questioned. In which case, I'm just going to go to the Temple of Mystra because Rumshu is a bigger priority right now.
Okay. You all head over to the Temple of Mystra. It is at this time, you head down toward the Temple of Mystra, and you two pass by the City of the Grave, as in 2 TOO, the City of the Dead, and you would know on the right side of the road, but not in the grounds of the City of the Dead, because temples are actually not permitted to exist in there, is the Temple of Mystra. As you approach the front steps of this stone chapel, you do make out the figure of your mother clad in her work clothes, with a man in armor, in a red and gold, banner draped over his clothes. Tabard. There we go.
Yeah. At the sight of her, without saying anything, again, I'll just break formation and just go full sprint at her, essentially. And if I can get all the way up, I'll just tackle with a hug.
I'll stab her. No, I'm kidding.
It's called a glomp.
My main concern was you're going to stab me, so.
She turns, after stumbling forward some. Ivern, what are you doing back in the city? Her eyes are teared, or swelled up, red with, wet cheeks. It's a bad way of putting it. Her little bit of, like, mascara she'd be wearing running down.
Yeah, I squeeze her as tight as I can, and I don't let go, and I just keep saying over and over again, I am so sorry. This is all my fault, and I didn't mean for this to happen, but it was me. I'm sorry. It's over and over again.
She has you embraced in a hug now, and gripping tighter to your head with her hand, and she says, "Slow down. This isn't your fault. I don't know what happened, but I know it's not your fault. Can't be. Has to be some sort of misunderstanding or mistake."
You're right. It was a mistake. I kept trying to find anyone who could lead me to the people who robbed you of everything that we had, and I finally found one, and I fucked up. And he knew it was me who was asking questions, and he knew I wasn't going to stop, and he's trying to make an example or something, I don't know. But it's my fault.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
She kind of takes in a deep breath, and tries to compose herself now that you're here, trying to, when you're in a situation like this, someone tries to take on the more stable role. She takes on that motherly role. I was going to go inside with Ezekiel here and see him. You don't have to come in. You don't want.
He kind of releases the grip a little bit, and backs up maybe like a foot, and begins wiping his eyes with the palm of his hand. No, he just nods.
So you're choosing not to go in.
No, I'll go follow her.
Oh, okay. She takes a breath, nods to Ezekiel, and heads in. Do you all choose to follow? Who goes in?
Aelin is gonna wait until Mama and Ivan go inside, and she's gonna approach Ezekiel. It's like,
Oh, Ezekiel went in.
Oh, you went in? Okay.
Yeah, I went in with him.
Yeah, Mary would have followed. She's concerned about Ivan.
Yeah. So Aelin would have followed in last, kind of giving a look around, see if they're getting any weird looks.
Roll me perception.
Oh damn it, Grizz is gonna blow us all up.
8.
You don't see anything or anyone keeping an eye on you, but you do hear an explosion right by your nose. Yeah, you all head in. In here is standard kind of church almost. Pews on both sides lining this room with stained glass windows depicting there's symbology of Mystra. This, I think it's a 9-pointed star, but my memory is lacking. It might be 8. Either way. And then there's like these 2 different women on different stained glass. You know, it's like a woman and then the symbol and then a different woman on each side that leads to an altar. At the altar you see a man wearing these black robes, older, probably late 50s, early 60s, who's just kind of turns his head when you come in to look at you. Hello. Welcome.
Ivan is kind of very childlike. He is standing behind his mom, with her arm dangling, and he's like wrapped on to it, and he's just not gonna say anything.
Here to confirm the identity of the body that was brought in earlier. I believe this is the wife and son.
Are you with the guard?
I was. I'm retired now.
Of course. We do still have 2 here guarding the goblin. He's in and out, but we're doing our best with him.
Can I see if I can help him?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion 24.
If you're capable, as long as the
Yes.
guards allow it. So you're here to see your husband and father. This way. He leads you through these double doors at the back. And back here is there's some beds. On one side of the room, you see Rumshoe kind of chained up to this bed. He looks to be very badly burned. one whole side of his body charred. And not looking good. Your father on the left side is roll me a investigation or perception.
It's better. I don't know if I want to take the better one. I'm not. I'm going to take the worst one, which is investigation. 5.
Is unrecognizable to you. You probably couldn't even confirm it was him if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Ma to set a lead, because Ivan's never done this before. He's never been in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then after she's done, I'll go up to the body.
Okay. You watch your mother kind of work up the courage to go over. And as she does, she falls to her knees and grabs his hand that's kind of sticking out in this odd way. And begins to speak softly to him and sob. What did you get yourself into?
Yeah, I'll go around the other side. And I will I'll like put one hand on the shoulder, like top section here, and then lean down and go forehead to forehead with him. And I will very quietly, under my breath, I don't know if anyone could hear it, probably those who have high passive perceptions maybe, I'll just very quietly say, I know that we maybe didn't always see eye to eye on everything, but I love you so much, and I am so sorry that I did this, and I will promise you, under everything that I have, that I will make them pay. And I'll just stay there for a little while and contemplate the weight of what this is, what this means.
The rest of you, as this is going on, I know Aelin was leaning toward the Rumchu side. What were you doing as the other two mourn?
So Miri first is gonna was watching Ivan to see how he handles himself. And once he's like done with his little speech to himself that she didn't hear because her perception's too low, passive. But like knows that he's contemplating, or can tell he's kind of just sitting there thinking to himself. She'll go over to Rumshu. Is there people around him?
There's
that are,
two
like,
guards, a dwarven man and a tiefling woman.
Can Miri help heal him?
The tiefling woman looks to the male guard. Roll me a persuasion.
Oh, Miri. Trying to persuade them all. 22?
What kind of healing do you have?
Magic healing.
Look, he is, he's in a lot of trouble. So,
Yes?
yes, we believe he is responsible for that man over there's death.
The other little one would do this? She turns to Aelin to confirm this with her.
Aelin's gonna go up to the guard and go, we had a goblin friend that was supposed to be visiting his friend in the fish market. I would like Miri to help so we can confirm that this is indeed our friend, because the goblin we know would never do this. He would never intentionally harm one of our friends.
Look,
Can she please heal him enough so I can help identify him?
yes, of course, we could use the help with the healing, however, you must allow us to question him when he awakes. You can have a moment with him, but we will be watching. Don't try anything stupid.
Miri stabbed.
Oh, with that, Miri will go to Rumshoe and stand over him. She starts like singing to herself, a really soft lullaby that seems very eerie. And as she's doing so, a single tear from either eye starts to go down her face, and they fall and hit Rumshoe's chest. And once they do so, a bunch of water droplets start to appear on his body, being coalesced from the air, and then they sink into his skin and start to rejuvenate what's left of his skin and hopefully cause some healing. And it's going to be healing word at first level.
Okay.
Wow. 9.
You watch some of the bad skin begin to get some color back to it, some normal color, and heal slightly as a cough. That was beautiful.
Thank you. You're saying it for you.
He starts to try and look around the room, and as he tries to turn his head to look your direction, he yelps out in pain. What happened?
Aelin's gonna go over to his side and gently put a hand on his shoulder. It's like, Rumshoe, there was an explosion when you went to go visit Iron's dad.
Yeah. There was the window shattered. And then bright light.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Rumshoe. This is gonna be really hard to hear, okay?
Yeah, what?
Cole and I didn't make it.
Did my ears burn off? Oh,
Did they burn off?
Looking at his right side, a good amount of his ear is burned off.
You're a little lopsided right now.
What did you say?
Your friend Konar? Ivern's dad?
Yeah, is he okay?
I'm sorry, Rumshu. He didn't make it. Guards are gonna be asking you some questions because they found one of those fireball beads.
Okay.
And they also found some on you.
Yeah.
How
That
many did you have?
doesn't look good, does it? I had 2 of them. And you watch the guards write it down.
Mm-hmm. And you still only had the 2 with you, right? This whole time?
Yeah.
And you never used them ever, right?
Well, I used like 4 of them in Phandalin to kill a bunch of orcs.
Mm-hmm. But not since, right? She'll
No.
give a half look over at the guards.
No. Am I gonna be okay?
No. It doesn't look like it.
I think that when you're feeling better, I think you should go. We should get you back to Phandalin so that Droop can help you recover. Okay?
Okay.
You could even
Can't
stay with my
heal.
Uncle Darren.
Okay.
Sure, he's got all those apples.
Yeah, we love apples.
If I don't make it, can you put the plaque on my bench and bury me there?
You're going to be okay, Rumshu.
Uh.
No silly talk, alright?
Yeah. And the guards, all right, that's enough. We'll take it from here.
Aylin's gonna stand up and give the information to guards. It's like, once he is better and has been cleared, I would appreciate it if someone can contact Darren Etermath in Phandalin. He is my family uncle and a friend to Rumshu here.
We will make sure that's okay with him. If his name is cleared, we will ask the goblin where he is to go. But I will take note of it. Thank you.
And every citizen in Phandalin can vouch for this goblin.
We will see.
Alright. Okay, Rumshu, now you take care, okay? You focus on feeling better and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
And when we can, we're gonna get Valietta to come and see what she could do about your ear.
I don't want her to see me like this.
Alright. Aylin's gonna press a gentle peck to his uninjured part of the head.
Ow. But that's nice.
Alright. You focus on getting better. We'll see you later, Rumshu, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Ezekiel, Ivrin, and Mama.
Mama.
Unnamed
The
Mama.
father, the cleric, who brought you in here, sees how distraught you are. Are you sure that's him?
I just look towards Ma, because I don't know.
Can you cast Speak with Dead on him? Please. He looks back to the guards. Look, we usually let the city get first casting when it's a matter of investigation like this. If you can find a way for them to be distracted, we can help.
At the saying of that, Ivrin, still in the same position, sort of starts to stand up. And as a last thing, he says, "Sorry, time to go to work." And then stands up and just completely in broad daylight pulls out a bent card that looks like that depicts a grinning face. And he points at how many guards are in the room?
2.
I will cast Charm Person at 2nd level.
Okay.
There's a wisdom saving throw for both of them.
Is he doing this to me as well?
Are you doing this to Ezekiel?
No, he's not a guard.
He's not dressed in town guard. No, he's dressed as Lord Alliance, which you would probably know, I would assume.
Yeah, so he can stay.
A nat 1. What is your save? That's for one of them. What's your save?
It's a 16.
Okay, so this is a 13 and a 1. So I don't think those are going to beat your...
Yeah, I don't even... normally everyone have a quippy joke or something, but he will just say, "Leave."
The 2 guards look at each other and then just kind of like nod and head out.
No, just look back to the cleric.
Aylin's gonna go stand by the door in case the guards snap out of it. She can distract them.
Right. All right. As the cleric leans over your dad and begins to chant. A wispy essence comes from the cleric's mouth and enters your father's, as almost like a breath of air enters. You watch the eyes roll back kind of into place and start looking around. me pull up Speak with Dead just so I can be sure. It's 5 questions or is it 3?
5 questions.
Magical mouth to mouth resuscitation.
He doesn't put his lips on.
I said magical though, but it came from his mouth and went to his mouth. That's why I said that.
Okay.
Magical mouth to mouth.
The
Did you get mouth to mouth with a bullet in the headshot wound?
cleric says, you have 5 questions before this magic will wear. It can be challenging to... It is not entirely your father that you're speaking to. Just be aware.
I look back to Ma, since it was her idea.
Going on, my love. What would cause someone to take your life? Sorry, I'm just rolling, or not rolling, I'm just reading the spell exactly. You hear, my blood. My blood. Is Ivern gonna ask anything?
Yeah, I'll reserve 2 questions. The first that he will ask is... Yeah, he'll ask if Rumshu did it.
I don't know, but doubtful.
Okay, that's 2. Shit, I'm trying to figure out what would be useful here. Okay. The next question that I will ask. What? I look up to the cleric. I look back down. It's not worth it. What was the item that you were accused of stealing?
Our Silverhand's ring.
Do you know any names of any masked lords of Waterdeep?
Oh, that's a good question. I gotta roll for it. Would he?
for the last one, do you have any last wishes or things you want me to do for you?
You feel, as you're just looking at your father, this hand that has been still this whole time grab onto your arm and tug you down. Remember. As the breath leaves his body.
Well, I hope that answers your question. I will begin to turn and walk out. And as I do, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to point the healing word card at Rumshu, and I'll cast that at first level, and then keep making my way out the door. And he'll just stand outside for the remainder of it, I think.
Miri instantly follows him and stands near him.
You watch anybody looking Rumshu's direction. He gets a little better. Some of the red on the side that's not completely charcoal again starts to turn more green. It feels better. Ivern, as you step outside, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hell. Does Miri have to do it? Because she was right next to
No,
him.
just Ivern.
Okay.
13.
You begin to develop that migraine feeling. Do you fight it, or do you give in to the experience?
I do not fight it.
You try to push deeper through this crack in your mind as you get a glimpse of a redheaded girl, but quickly are pulled out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna turn away from the doorway, stick his collar up, hat down, and put his hands in his pockets. He's just gonna go for a walk, I think.
Ezekiel, what have you been doing, just out of curiosity?
I've just been kind of watching all of this play out. He's taking mental notes, mostly because of what a guard told him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Staying close to the wife, you know.
Yeah. The cleric turns to Ivern's mother and says, "Do you mind answering just a few questions, and then just know if you need support, we're always open. These troubling times you may find yourself in." And your mother nods her head, and he takes her to a small side room to talk with.
How are the guards doing? Have they realized they've been charmed yet?
Yeah, I think at this point,
takes an hour, so it
Oh, does it
depends.
take an hour?
It
Yeah.
takes an hour, but I don't know if there's a radius component.
I
to
thought it was once they completed their task, though.
No, that's command
Okay.
or suggestion.
Then
Yeah,
in
they're
that
just
case,
charmed for an hour unless you drop concentration. I think it's concentration.
It's not concentration.
It's not.
It
Yeah, they're
happens.
just charmed for an hour.
so they're kind of just like are standing outside, like kind of confused about why, like, and like every time they turn to go back into the building, it's like they remember something. They're like, oh, and then they turn around, and then they're like, forget what they're doing, and then they turn around to go into the building, and then they forget again and turn back around. It's very
Aylin's she's amused by this for a moment, but after Ivrin leaves to go for a walk, she's gonna look at the guards and kind of suggest to them, are you guys gonna be guarding the doors out here?
yes, yeah, that's what we're doing, of course.
Alright, you guys are doing great.
At ease, citizen.
Thank you. Aylin's gonna just watch Ivrin walk off. Is Miri following after him?
Should we follow him?
I think he needs a little bit of time, but if you want to follow him, you can.
Miri will ask. In Ivrin's head, you'll hear, "Do you want Miri to follow you? Stop if yes."
There's no response to that
You couldn't
particular
respond
question.
anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna keep walking.
He didn't stop.
Okay. I'm gonna go ask this gentleman that escorted Ivrin's mom over here. I'll be
Oh,
right
that's
back,
his
okay?
mom? Okay.
Yeah, the lady with the lovely white hair.
He's gonna.
Not me. Because Aylin has whitish hair too.
Miri's been holding Thunk's hand this entire time.
Thunk is just like, what is going on?
Alright. Aylin is gonna go approach Ezekiel. It's like,
Stab her. No, I'm kidding.
wow, that big Zorak energy is from turning with a vengeance. Alright, so thank you for finding her and bringing her here. Did you see what happened? Oh, I'm Aylin, by the way.
His name's Ezekiel. Yeah, luckily I was in the area trying to sell wine when the little goblin walked by. Watched him go in the house, and shortly after that, a couple of explosions. What does your friend mean by him saying that it was his fault whenever he first hugged his mother?
He had been asking questions to certain people about what happened to his family in the past, and he believes that those questions led to the attack on his family.
If you don't mind me asking, who are these people that you were supposedly asking questions to?
Ivern mentioned this to the group, right?
We were there for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's the masked lords of Waterdeep. Would you happen?
That's interesting. Would I happen to know anything about them?
As a Water Davian, you would know
Water
that
Davian.
the
Hey.
lords of the masked lords of Waterdeep are a sort of like a council of leaders that no one really knows who they are because they're not
Anonymous?
Yeah, they're anonymous leaders. However, in recent years, like I think it's been like maybe under 100 years. There has been open lords as well. The open lords are like the one leader that everybody knows. So right now it's Laurel Silverhand. Before her was Daggold Neverember. You don't know any of the masked lords or who they are. Maybe rumors, but you would have no way of knowing.
Would be unmasked.
Yeah.
The unmasked. Personally, don't know. Don't really know who they are, but
You've
met
heard
a
of
couple
them?
of the. I don't know that everyone here has. It's just one of those things everyone knows, but generally strayed a little bit from that type of conversation.
Well, the goblin over there, his name is Rumshu.
That's an odd name.
Story goes is that when he wore just one shoe, he would constantly be pouring rum in it because someone told him it would help his achy foot.
Real quick way to get trench foot if you keep doing that.
Thankfully, a friend managed to help his foot and cure him of that, but...
Well, right now I think he's got a lot more to worry about than just a...
Yeah.
Aylin,
Yes, Rumshu?
is that you?
Yes, Rumshu, it's me.
Can you tell Sildar what happened?
I'll do my best to get a message to him, okay?
Okay. Love you.
I love you too. She'll look at Ezekiel and she'll just shake her head and mouth, no, I don't.
Sildar. I know a Sildar. Went out to
You do?
Phandalin not that long ago, if memory serves me.
Yes. Yes, he's the head of the town over there. I frequently go to Phandalin because my uncle is out there.
Oh, old Holly became a town. Oh, he runs a town now. Huh.
Holly?
That's a name he doesn't like it, but I call him that.
Aylin grins.
Holly.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna remember that one.
No, thinking about it, word is he's been through some shit here lately. Apparently some orcs were trying to attack.
Yes, and apparently Rumshu was part of a group that helped defend the town.
Ah, you helped old Sildar, huh? I kind of smack him on the leg. You'll get to feeling better, little guy. Tell you what, I'll tell him personally if I'm ever out that way.
So, what has been running through Ezekiel's mind about all of this?
Now he really wants to get to the bottom of what's going on because a guard told him to drop it. And the last time someone told him to drop something, something happened. But he's stubborn as fuck.
Roll me a intelligence check with advantage, or a history if you have proficiency in it.
Nah, but this is gonna be great. Check this. Watch this.
Watch this.
15?
10. I have a -1 to intelligence.
Yeah, but you have
I'm a
you have
stupid
advantage.
motherfucker.
As you're kind of thinking about this whole situation, the response time was fast. Very fast. Maybe people were just in the area. You don't know for sure, but something you note.
if it's all right with you, I'd like to stick around for just a little bit. Especially around the boy. He's out there claiming that he's the cause of all this, and honestly, I'd rather not have another random explosion in the middle of town without someone watching him.
I personally have no problem with you hanging out. However, there are probably a couple of little issues if you decide to stay around longer than a day.
Is Miri and them still in this room?
No, Miri's outside she's looking into the guard's eyes currently.
Oh, that's fucking weird. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I kind of get that vibe. It's not very often you see a group of people like this.
How do you feel about pirates?
Can't say I'm quite fond of them myself, no. Being an old town guard, illegal activities are generally not really something I admire in a person. And that kind
Okay.
of comes with the being a pirate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how do you feel about sailing? Do you have a strong stomach, or?
Boats don't. Horses, boats, no problem for me. Griffins, though. There's some mean bastards. They don't like me, and I don't like them. So we're just gonna agree to disagree.
Okay, wonderful. And there's also a chance of jumping into a portal to find a really important book from some evil patron.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just trying to look after the boy. Yeah, probably the less I know right now is probably better.
Okay, wonderful. And the boy, he's Ivran. The other half elf that is outside, that is
You
Miri.
mean the one that keeps staring at people and smiling awkwardly?
Yep. Yeah,
Real
she
sweet
was.
looking girl. I bet she's real nice.
Yeah, she was. We just got her out of a imprisonment situation, so I think she's going through a small adjustment time, and also the small one. His name is Thunk. He is from.
Yo, the dog.
Is he still
How
in
did you
here?
get away from Miri?
He waddles his way back in.
It's like, yes, Thunk is from the Underdark, and we're also going to be looking for two more friends. One of them is extremely. Both of them are actually extremely violent, but one is more measured and one is more ragey. But they're good
now in
people.
his head, he's thinking, the fuck is wrong with these people? He's just gonna look at her and okay. Where'd the boy go? Ivran?
He went for a bit of a walk. I believe he needed to clear his head. I just want to let you know, say bye to Rumshoe, and just gonna hopefully let his mom know, because I don't think Ivran's gonna be popping back, at least to say goodbye anytime soon.
Yeah, I planned on at least staying around until his mother was cleared and done with
All
the
right,
questioning.
then
So
that's wonderful. So we're planning to meet down by the docks at least before midnight. So if you're able to be down there shortly after nightfall, you're looking for a ship with dark blue sails.
all right, I got a few things I got to take care of, and yeah, I guess I'll see you later.
All right, we'll see you later, Ezekiel.
You can call me Zeke, by the way.
Zeke it is. All right.
Okay.
All right, come on, Thunk.
Okay.
Bye, Rumshoe.
Oh,
Just leave
I
it.
thought you were talking to me.
When everyone leaves the room, I stab Rumshoe.
Okay, that's great. I think that's a good spot for us to end off. As Ivern is seen on his walk, and the rest of the group, meets outside. We're gonna end tonight's session.
And go get some fish.
Yeah.
Fish.
We'll see you all.
Kick in the door, kill the cleric, kill the 2 guards, and I'm gonna propose to Ivern's mom. No, I'm kidding.
Ivern's mom has
got
got it. Oh wait, probably right. We gotta be
going
careful. Thank you all so much for watching this session of the Lost Song of Phandelver here on the Swindler's Den, Twitch or YouTube or Patreon channels. Thank you to all our patrons out there. We hope to see you all next Sunday or Tuesday on YouTube.
Thursday.
What?
You said Tuesday.
Thursday.
Tuesday.
Thursday.
But until then,
You want to do that thing or no?
what thing?
The thing we recorded.
Oh yeah.
Let him end this episode first.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me end the episode, Tommy.
Sorry.
And everybody's like, wait, what are you talking about now? Thank you all for watching. Let's keep making story together.
Making story.
Good night.